question comes, why religion? Why philosophy? The animals have not got it and they are living comfortably and dying away, and they live their life cycle very peacefully. Why man should have religion or philosophy? I ask you, friends, why man has got science, politics, economics? Why art, literature? Why? Why? Animals have not got science. Why do you have a science? Animals have no politics, no economics, and yet they survive. Why are you doing it? When that question comes up, we will have to say that man is intelligent and therefore he developed all these sciences. Human intellect asks questions. Animals don't ask questions. To the animal, the world is only its utility value. A grazing animal smells a thing, and if it is eatable, it eats, or else it leaves it and goes away. Utility value is the only value that the animal can understand. Human beings are not so. They start questioning. What is it? How is it? When is it? Where is it? How did it come? Where did it come from? 100 questions asked. Why? The animals have not got this rational intellect to ask questions. Man has this intelligence, and therefore he cannot stop from asking. When that apple fell on the nose of Newton, he picked it up and started wondering. Animal cannot know, there is no wondering. There is no wonder in them. If anything falls on them, they smell it, and if it is eatable, they eat, or else they just walk away. It's only utility value. Newton started looking at it and wondering. Let us suppose, dramatize it. Some of his friends came and said, "Hi, you are sleeping here outside? What is it that in your hand?" He said, "It's an apple." "Then what are you looking at it? If it is good, polish it and eat it. If it is bad, throw it away." Newton says, "Yes, I can do that, but I want to know." "What do you want to know about an apple?" "Know why it came down." Is it not, my friends? Such a question an animal will not ask. Or animal, like human beings, also will not ask the question. Because to them also, majority of mankind, the world is only for its utility. If it has no use, he has no concern about it. A scientific mind, a well-developed intellect, rational intelligence wants to know it. The crowd that is around, or the friends that are around Newton, must have laughed at him. "What are you talking? Why do you want to know why it came down? It has been coming down from time immemorial. And your great-grandfather never asked the question, grandfather never asked the question, your father never asked the question. We decent people are not asking that question. Why is it that you are asking?" Maybe you have got something wrong with you. Newton accepts this. "I think something is wrong, but I want to know." Recently his biography has come out, and it appears that 22 years he struggled before he discovered that everything is attracted towards the center of the earth, the gravitational force. In the same way, all the various branches of science developed. Inquisitiveness, a sense of wonderment. But in all of them, the scientist was fascinated by a limited area. The sun and the moon and the stars, astronomy and astrology developed. Another one is fascinated by the plant kingdom, botany started. Another one was fascinated by the living beings, the zoology developed. Others wanted to know what is in the earth, geology developed. Others wanted to know what is in the ocean, oceanology developed. Thus various sciences developed. The art of governing the world, politics developed. How to develop the wealth of the nation and how to increase it and how to distribute it with equity, economics developed. Everywhere, the human intellect wanting to know, want to investigate and understand. It is this urge in the man that developed all the various sciences. Now then, friends, when a science is thus developing, or you try to understand things intellectually, when you really go into the depths of it, all scientific researches all over the world till this day, the inquiry is, what is the cause of an effect observed? Cancer research is a painful disease and death, and we have no defense, and therefore they are doing research everywhere around the world. Whether you can afford it or not, developed nations, underdeveloped nations, developing nations, all of them are trying to do research. What is the research? Take away all the technological names. What is left over is only, we are trying to find out what is the cause for cancer. Causation hunting is the only preoccupation of the human intellect. Rational intellect investigates into things, searching for the cause of things. In the 19th century, the great killer was malaria. They did research. What do you mean, research? They tried to find out what causes malaria. And once they have discovered the malarial germs in the bloodstream and found the quinine is the antidote, today we claim that we have conquered malaria. One day cancer, we will understand the cause for the cancer, and once we know the cause and learn to destroy the cause, the effect is controlled. When the great rishis of the Vedic period found this cause-effect relationship, in Sanskrit is called karya-karana sambandha, they found that it is universal. In the past people were using it, in the present we are using it, in the future we will be inquiring in the same cause-effect relationship. It is true of all people all over the world in all languages. Every moment we are inquiring into the cause of things, in understanding the effect. Therefore they said, it is a universal thing, let us inquire into it. When they try to understand thus the cause of this universe, what is it that ultimate reality from which the world has emerged out? They miserably failed. So then they started a deep and exhaustive study of cause-effect relationship. As a result of this investigation and study, they reduced their entire data into 3 laws of causation. 3 laws of causation. When I am now repeating these 3 laws of causation, you will have to remember. If you are preoccupied with something else, you better stop it and go there and finish it and come back. Without remembering the 3 causes or the 3 laws, you will not be able to follow what I am talking. I warn you. The 3 laws they deduced from their entire study, and number one, the law, an effect can never be without a cause. The waves cannot be without the ocean. Ornaments cannot be made without gold. Pots can never be made without clay. An effect is not possible without a cause. Law number one. Number two, effects are plural. Nothing but the cause itself in different forms. The big wave, the medium wave, and the small wave, and the ripples, and the foam, and the lather, and the bubble are all different forms of the ocean, the cause. The jug, the cup, the saucer, the plates, the flower vase are all different shapes and different names. For what? Clay in different forms. The bangles and the rings and the chain and the earring are all different names, different shapes, different uses, but all of them are gold in different forms. So the first law, effect cannot be without a cause. Number two, effects are cause itself in different forms. And number three, from the effect, if the cause is removed, nothing remains. If the wave is transferred to the hills, there will be no waves. From a clay pot, all clay is removed. There is no pot. From a gold chain, the gold is removed. There is nothing there remaining. Since the effect is nothing but the cause itself in different forms, when from the effect the cause is removed, nothing remains. Three laws. I again repeat. Effect cannot be without a cause. Effects are cause itself in different forms. From the effect, when the cause is removed, nothing remains. When they got these three laws, they had the scientists' audacity to apply it to the world. Here is a universe that you and I are seeing and experiencing. It cannot be without a cause. Why? The first law. Effect cannot be without a cause. Must have a cause. That cause of the universe, religion calls as God, and philosophy calls it as reality or truth. Without it, this Swamiji, we have heard that there is a God and God created the world. But what our doubt in the modern time is, who is God? Where is God? What is God? Is he a man or a woman? Oh, all sorts of worries and anxieties. And why did he create? And how did he create? And when did he create? 1,000 questions. These students of the Vedic period asked all these questions to the teacher. The teacher only cried out, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be, peace be, peace be. Why? Unless the mind is peaceful, you cannot rationally think. Excited mind has no capacity to logically think. He said, let us apply the second law. Let us apply the second law. Effects are nothing but the cause itself in different forms. Therefore, our assumption that God is above the clouds, that He, like a manufacturer, is manufacturing things and pushing it into the world, is absurd, illogical. It's a falsehood. It's a superstition. The effect cannot be separate from the cause, and therefore the Lord, the God, one without a second, when He created the world, He must have created from Himself the entire universe of names and forms, the mineral world, the plant, animal and human, everything that you are seeing here are all nothing but He in different forms. Just as in a pottery shop, whatever size and shape and color the pots be, all of them are permeated by clay. In the jeweler's shop, everything there, whatever be the shape and the use, they are all nothing but gold in different forms. Similarly, whatever that you are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, in this world of plurality, the entire objective world is nothing but that supreme cause in different forms. Carefully. Let it sink into you. This cannot be demonstrated. It is a subjective science. Think for yourself. If thus that Lord is permeating everything, just as clay pervades all pots, just as ocean pervades all waves, gold pervades all ornaments, if He, the unknown, the cause of the universe, is right here in the very world of plurality, very democratic Lord, not a tyrant who is sitting there above the clouds, manufacturing and sending us here, but He is with us. He pervades everything, including you. Maybe you are an atheist, but even an atheist who may say that I don't believe in God, he is able to express that because of the grace of God. This Lord, the God, is in everything, in a unicellular organism, to the highest saint and prophet and genius in science and art and literature. Every one of us is enlivened by His presence. Swamiji, if God is thus all-pervading, everywhere, pervading everything, where is He? What is He? The rishis smile in their wisdom and congratulate you for asking this stupid question, because stupid people in their ignorance can only ask stupid questions. And he says, don't get excited, let us apply the third law. I hope you remember the third law. The first law was an effect cannot be without a cause. The second was the effects are nothing but the cause itself in different forms. The third was from the effect when the cause is removed. Apply. What is it that is pervading all of us, plant, animal and human? It can't be your physical body. What is it that is common? The plant is alive, the animal is alive, man is alive. This spark of life is common in all. Is it not? Now, that which from you, when removed, you will be rubbed out of this universe. What is it? It can be the nose, it can be the hand, it can be the leg. Any part of the body may cut, still you survive. What is it that? Swami, my heart is crushed by my girlfriend, still you survive, isn't it? My ideas have been all broken down, still you survive. What is it that when it is minused from you, you as an individual entity in the world is rubbed out, is no more. It is life. Whoever you be, may you be Jesus or Muhammad, Buddha, you may be a Kennedy. Think. Maybe a Rajiv Gandhi. So what? Once the life is gone, dead Einstein has no more existence. This life that gives you existence, because of which you are what you are, which enlivens you every activity of yours, is it not that life? This mysterious, miraculous, mighty power in you makes you do what you are able to do, makes me function. The plant, the animal, the trees, the birds, the animals are all functioning because they are alive. The dead bird will no more chirrup. The dead dog cannot bark. The dead Swami will no more speak. Then who and what is this mighty power? It is life. And this life in me is alive everywhere. The electricity in this bulb, which is now blinking into me, is the electricity around the world. There are not Chinese electricity different from Russian electricity and American electricity. No. Electricity is one everywhere. It expresses through all electrical equipment. Life is one. It expresses through the plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human kingdom. Everywhere it expresses itself. With this knowledge, now look at the world through your window. Is it not the entire parade of happenings that are happening in the world, political, economic, social, scientific, are they not all play of this mighty Lord? Why shouldn't we call him the Lord of the universe? Minus him, there is no universe. Minus life, this world itself has neither progress, nor science, nor knowledge. Why? The planet itself will be called a dead planet. All that you are seeing, this is scintillating life that is seeing all around, are all his play through the various equipments, no doubt. This one mighty presence, which is expressing through all living beings, at all times, this they called as the reality, the truth. And when literally you have understood it, it is certainly a meaningless, idiotic instruction. If I am not to worry about the results of my action, then what is the difference between me and a mule? When the mule is carrying the load, it doesn't get any reward, and it is not functioning for any reward, but it is just doing it. Man functions in the world outside, intelligently wanting to reach a goal, and he must have the steady gaze at the goal and direct his efforts towards that goal. And here it says, Ma bhale shukadajana. Please never waste your energy in your anxiety for the fruits thereof. Fruits of karma is a technical term. In every science, as the scientist develops in his knowledge, he comes to grasp new factors in the universe which was never known before. When thus a new idea comes up, to indicate the new idea, a new word is to be conceived, fabricated, discovered. Thus, as a science develops, the vocabulary in that language also must necessarily grow. Because the vocabulary or the words are only to communicate ideas. A new idea which was not known by the forefathers, when I have discovered or my generation discovers, to indicate that idea from the and distinguish it from other ideas, it must be given a name, a christening. And a new house is built, it must have a new number for postal purposes. A new child is born, there must be some name to it to distinguish that child from other children. In the Western countries, any name will do. Stone, tin, bottle, anything. Mr. Shoe. Shoemaker, the famous author. Shoe. So don't say that there is no name of Shoe. Any name, Wolf. Dr. Wolf. And when I was introduced to him, I asked him, how is it, sir, that you are Wolf? Oh, that is my second name. You have no second name in India? I said, yes, the second name is India. Father's name or the village name or the caste, subcaste name. That is the second name. That is it. This is my second name. But how did you become a wolf? And now he turned to me in all surprise. Such a simple thing, this Swami cannot understand. So he explained to me vividly. My father was a wolf. I said, now to talk to him is dangerous. I stopped talking. Dr. Wolf. See, any name will do in the Western countries. In Eastern countries, some god's name is always chosen. It may be your grandfather's name, grandmother's name, so that the chain of memory is maintained. Or some other lord's name is given. A name is necessary. Now why should Swami Chinmayananda worry about, suppose it is boy, then what name will I give? Suppose it is a girl, then what name will I give? Swamiji, why are you worried? I am saying that supposing it's a son or daughter. When did you get married? Not yet. Then in this old age you have got a plan of doing that. No, I have no plan. When I have no plan of marrying, why should I worry about what name to be given? When a child is born, that child is to be indicated for which a name is necessary. When a new idea comes out in the society, to indicate that idea, a word is necessary.
when such a situation comes, where does the scientist get the name? He has got three sources. One, he takes it from the old classical textbooks. A word that has been used in a dead language with a similar meaning, like atom from Greek, has been taken, the smallest, minutest particle of matter, atom. Sometimes a word is fabricated. Astronaut is a fabrication. Astro from Greece, not from German, and two words like that put together, space astro, not traveler, spaceman, space traveler, astronaut. Now such a word was not there in the 19th century dictionary, because at that time nobody moved about and travelled in outer space. It happened only in the 20th century. Therefore a word was discovered. So either we pick up from an old classical language, or we fabricate a word expressing the idea, or lastly, we pick up an idea or a word from the ordinary marketplace, daily used word, and use it in a special connotation. Karma phala is a technical term used for a special purpose, although the words are commonly used, the fruit of action, but it is used in philosophy in a special meaning. Fruit of an action can never come before the action, nor at the time of doing the action. But the result of an action can come only on a future period of time. Karma is always done in the present. It cannot be done now in the past, nor can it be done now in future. Every action can be done only now, here. But the result of what we are doing today will come and present itself to us in some future time, maybe one split second after the action, or after 10 or 30 or 100 years after. Fruit of an action can never come before the action, nor at the time of doing the action. But the result of an action can come only on a future period of time. Karma is always done in the present. It cannot be done now in the past, nor can it be done now in future. Every action can be done only now, here. But the result of what we are doing today will come and present itself to us in some future time, maybe one split second after the action, or after 10 or 30 or 100 years after. But the karma phala, the result of an action, belongs to the future. Now, to be anxious for the result is that you are wasting your energies in the future periods of time. Present activity has not got the entire mental vitality. The mind is dissipated. Think. And the majority of us are working today nervous and excited by our fears of the future. Not to dissipate our mind with the worries and anxieties of the future, but to bring it out in a shut to the piece of job that you are doing today, is to assure to ourselves of success in the future periods of time. So karma bhala tyaga is a logical, intelligent technique by which I conserve my mental vitality, not allow it to dissipate in the unknown future periods, and I bring it focused on to the piece of work that I am doing now, so that my present work becomes efficient, competent. Efficient and competent work must yield nothing but blessings of success in future periods of time. So, karmanyeva adhikaraste. In fact, Arjuna, now that you are standing on the field of work, work alone is what is allotted to you. You put forth your effort. Never shall you allow your mind to be dissipated about the result of the action which is yet to come in future. Future is a closed book for us. Don't waste your time worrying over what will happen. Nothing illogical ever happens. Therefore, if the present action of mine is efficient and competent, if I can really cope up with the present situation, the future will be my harvest in success. But if I do my work present with inefficiency and competency, because my mental vitality is getting dissipated in the outer world, about the future, be assured that half-hearted, incompetent work can yield you nothing but the sorrows of failure. Thus, throughout the Bhagavad Gita, whenever he says, without the anxiety for the fruits of action, the rewards of action, it is only explaining a technique that can guarantee you success in action. Therefore, Karma Yoga